Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. This time it's complete. Touchdown in midfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Man, defender missed. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Dennis.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 7 over UMass. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Osborne. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Gator! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
On to attempt the try. Oh, and he missed it. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Off and running. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a dip.
Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Fire into the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire! Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Osborne. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it. Play number 9 on this drive. Easy. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And it's right down the boulevard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Look, you can't take away everything, right?
right?
So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. The RPO fired complete to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up possession here. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. 42 Spider. They'll leave it with him. He's up to 94 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Primary targets all covered down the field, so the QB had to check it down. He found his fullback, but for no gain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback keeps it, and he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Campbell. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Running to Green. He'll try to take it back. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the change after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
And no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try the run. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Uncorks it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.